Okay, I don't do this very often. It is right now the end of the third quarter. I'm in Nashville. It's raining, so you can see the water on my glasses. I just dashed to the car, so I'm a little out of breath. I had to stop watching. I don't know what got into our team today. All I know is this was the most pathetic performance when it comes to what you expect out of your team as opposed to what they gave you. This is probably the most pathetic performance since the COVID game last year against Tennessee. I don't know what happened to the defense. They got pushed around, run over, just emasculated. Josh Allen looked pathetic. He was staring down receivers. And by the way, that's not the first time this season that's happened. He's done that a lot. All I can tell you is I don't normally leave in the third quarter if I'm watching a game out. I don't even, if I'm at home, I didn't turn off the AFC Championship game last year. I didn't leave the Tennessee game last year. I had to leave this one. There is no excuse. The coaching, I mean seriously. You're down 17 points. The wind is 24 miles an hour. It's raining cats and dogs, and you're attempting a field goal? Seriously? Somebody help me out. Why in the world in the third quarter, when you're down 31-7, are you not running the hurry-up offense? And can somebody please block for Singletary and Moss? They got Breida going, but why weren't those holes open for Singletary and Moss? Continuously get hit in the backfield. You run Breida and all of a sudden you can make holes? What? What is that? This is the first rant that I've had to have with the Bills, but in a while. But I cannot believe what I just saw. I cannot believe what I just saw. Like I said, I couldn't watch anymore. There is no simple way to, there's no sugarcoating this one. I want to hear that press conference later on. I'm not going to hear it live because I have to work. But I want to hear what Sean McDermott has to say. Because I'm going to tell you something. If they continue to play like this, my prediction is going to go horribly wrong. If they continue to play like this, they're not going to the playoffs. Because I'm going to tell you what, New England is not going to be any easier than the Colts. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to run the ball too, because that's what they do. The Titans, they ran the ball. These teams that run the ball are running over you. And if the simple absence of Star Lotulelei is what's determining whether you get run on or not, you got a problem. Because the rest of those guys need to step it up. And they're not doing it. They didn't do it today. Now, we'll see what happens the rest of the season. But this is starting to remind me, I was just telling somebody, this is starting to remind me of 1989. The year after the Bills lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game in 88. 1989, they became the bickering Bills. They got full of themselves in 1988. became the bickering Bills in 1989, got knocked down a peg before they went on their Super Bowl run. This is starting to remind me of that season. It was just this up and down roller coaster of a season that they barely made the playoffs in and got knocked out by Cleveland in the first round. Yeah, I think the Bills may have been a little bit full of themselves. They may be a little bit full of themselves. And I don't know what the solution is. I'm not a coach. I'm not a general manager. But somebody needs to figure it out. And I mean quick, because it's not going to get any easier. And don't get me wrong, I'm still a fan. And the reason I'm upset is because I'm still a fan. So, as always, go Bills and get it together, boys.